Hey everyone, welcome to Wrestling Connection. I'm your host John D. the Redeemer, and here today I'm giving you my review of Monday Night Raw from last night. Raw opened up with Seth Rollins giving a promo. He talked about his win at Extreme Rules over Randy Orton, and this kind of involved Kane. He was saying Kane, didn't help him at all. Like I said, he was going to seem ungrateful and stuff towards Kane. I said that in my last video. And he called Kane the Crypt Keeper. He was more like the Crypt Keeper than a gatekeeper. And this pissed Kane off, and Kane called him the Justin Bieber of professional wrestling. I'm not quite sure what that means, but it sounded funny. But Kane decided to be the bigger man. He said, I'm going to put these differences aside. We're going to work this out. And the main event will be the two of them versus Reigns and Randy Orton. Because Roman Reigns had come out and said, he deserves a title shot now that he's gotten rid of the Big Show. So that was made for our main event, was a tag team match. Surprise, surprise. WWE announced that they're bringing back the King of the Ring. Actually, tonight, 8 o'clock on the WWE Network, you can watch the semifinals and finals of the King of the Ring tournament, which started last night on Raw. The first match for the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament was Dolph Ziggler versus Bad News Barrett. This was a decent match for as long as it lasted. It didn't last very long at all. Just as Dolph Ziggler looked like he was maybe going to pick up the win on Barrett, Sheamus came out and started humiliating Dolph Ziggler, talking about what happened at Extreme Rules. That was the majority of the match, was Sheamus talking, and this distracted Ziggler long enough for Barrett to pick up the win. So he advances in the King of the Ring tournament. And this also puts forward that Sheamus and Ziggler are going to continue their feud going into Payback. We had Tyson Kidd versus Big E Langston, which I thought was a odd matchup. You'd think they normally do Tyson Kidd and Kofi Kingston, and then Cesaro and Big E. But it was an okay match. There's not really much to say about it. Really, it didn't last long. And there were no real big highlights except, again, Xavier Woods helped them cheat to win. Again, not much to say about it. There wasn't much development for the New Day. And nothing really happened with, Kid Cesaro to really move anything forward anywhere except to establish the New Day's heels, which we already kind of know. To me, I was really into this feud at first, but now it's starting to flounder to me. Hopefully, SmackDown or next Raw, they do something to kind of reinvigorate it, because it's starting to fall flat for me. When we had Ryback versus Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas is starting to kind of change his outlook, you could say. Instead of being all super, super positive, you can do anything, he's starting to get very nasty with his words, and he's starting to not be all smiles, which I think is a good development for his character. I hated the super positive, cocky, all smiles all the time Bo Dallas. Now that he's starting to kind of tone that down and take a grittier approach to his character, it's working, in my opinion. And he actually did decent against Ryback. He's not a bad wrestler. He's actually pretty good. And he had a good... he was a formidable opponent for Ryback. Ryback did get the win, though, hit him with the shell shock. And as this happened, after he got the win, not as it happened, but after he got the win, Bray Wyatt's thing came up, the lights went out, and then Bray Wyatt appeared in the ring, revealing Ryback as the person that Bray Wyatt's been talking about. So they're going into a feud now. I think it should be interesting. It seems like kind of an odd pairing. Also considering, again, these are two guys that could really use the win. Just like with Wyatt and Taker, Wyatt and Ryback could also really use the win. I hope Wyatt does win. I think he deserves to win a little bit more. I think this could be an interesting feud, and I'm looking forward to see where it goes from here, especially from Ryback's standpoint. We know Bray Wyatt can deliver. I want to see what Ryback can do in a rivalry like this, in a storyline like this. Also, with Bo Dallas kind of changing his kind of look and his, I want to say changing his gimmick, but changing the way he approaches it, I think it would be kind of cool, and I said this before, to see him kind of pair up with Bray Wyatt. But I don't think that's going to happen. It would be cool, though. John Cena came out, talked about his win at Extreme Rules, everything that went down with Lana and all that, and then issued his open challenge again for the I think it's like the fourth or fifth week now. Heath Slater came out. And, he was talking, he's going to be the United States champion, blah, 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 as he's coming down to the ring, and Rusev attacks him. And then Rusev starts cutting a promo on Cena, saying, he's going to get his match again. When he sent Lana to the back and into the office, they showed a thing on Extreme Rules of Rusev sending Lana into the Authority's office. Well, what happened is Lana got another rematch for John Cena in the United States Championship at Payback for an I Quit match. This is the match I think that the two of them are really going to thrive in. Where they couldn't be as physical with the chain match, I think the I Quit match will work to their benefit. I wanted to see John Cena go into another feud, but we're getting more Rusev in him, which in this case isn't bad. I still think Cena will end up retaining the championship in the long run. But I'm looking forward to see how they progress this rivalry going into Payback. The next match for the King of the Ring tournament was R-Truth and Stardust. Neither of these guys have really done anything since WrestleMania, so they just kind of threw them into this match together. I was really hoping that we'd see Goldust come out and interfere in the match, allowing R-Truth to get the win and resetting up the feud for Goldust and Stardust going into Payback. I thought that would have been the way to go, but they didn't. It was just barely a 2-minute match, and R-Truth got the win over Stardust, advancing him in the King of the Ring tournament. And then we had a match that is actually getting my interest, and that's Fandango and Adam Rose. They're actually giving them a storyline and rivalry to go with. It's not anything, high profile. It's just something to watch that's not all talk, and it's story. It's not all talk, but it's match too. And both guys, Adam Rose and Fandango, need it. They both floundered the past year and a half. Neither of them was really receptive well. And I think them doing the storyline with them hopefully will help them. In the match, it turned out Rosa Mendez was one of the Rosebuds and distracted Fandango, allowing Adam Rose to get the win. And after the match, Rosa Mendez kind of said some words to Fandango about, you never have somebody better than me, you don't deserve to dance to that music, blah, blah, blah. And then had a really awkward makeout session with Adam Rose in the ring, where they fell to the floor, and it almost looked like we were going to have a repeat sex celebration. Please don't. But it's still interesting to see them doing just a small-time storyline like that. We had a backstage segment with Brie Bella talking about Daniel Bryan and his injury. And middle of the interview, Naomi comes up and pushes Brie to the floor and is like, nobody cares about you or your injured husband, which I thought was cool. It really made her look evil, like you wanted to hate her. And then following this, we had a match between the two. They toned down Naomi's entrance, or I don't know if WWE told her to, or just she did it on her own. She wasn't all, bushy gangster coming out. She just kind of was confident as she was coming down to the ring. And I like that a lot more. I didn't like, she even took the sunglasses off after like a split second of having them on, which helped. It didn't make her seem as just dumb, obnoxious. The match was okay. Brie is better than Nikki with, having contact and stuff. It didn't seem like the match really had enough to ride on. They didn't let them fight as long as they had let Naomi and Nikki fight at the pay-per-view, obviously. Brie almost got the win, but Naomi got a quick roll-up on Brie, just as it looked like Brie was going to get the win. Naomi, after getting the roll-up, just rolled out of the ring and kind of, confidently walked back to the backstage area. And I'm glad that they're continuing this feud. Like I said, I think Naomi deserves the Divas Championship. She just definitely does, and she's really embellishing being a heel. It's definitely working for her. The next match for the King of the Ring, we had Dean Ambrose versus Sheamus. This was an okay match. Again, this one had a good amount of length to it. But before anything really exciting could happen, Dolph Ziggler came down to the ring and attacked Sheamus to try and get revenge. This unfortunately caused a disqualification for Dean Ambrose, and Dean Ambrose was not happy about that at all. So obviously they're going forward with Sheamus and Ziggler more. Hopefully, because of what happened, Dean Ambrose kind of gets pulled into it, and he starts kind of going after Ziggler, like, you didn't need to come out there, you should stick your nose, keep your nose in your own business, blah, blah, blah. And hopefully at Payback we kind of see a triple threat match between Ambrose, Ziggler, and Sheamus. I think that could be a real interesting match going forward. To me, the highlight of the whole night was Damien Sandow's promo. He came out as Damien Sandow because he lost the Miz gimmick, and had a genuine, heartfelt talk to the WWE Universe. He kind of recapped the past 3 years, going over some of the ridiculous gimmicks he had and all that, and he genuinely thanked the fans for sticking with him. I thought that was great because it really did feel heartfelt from Damien Sandow. It was just a great segment. Curtis Axel did come out, and as Curtis Axel's going through his whole Axelmania thing, Damien Sandow started mimicking him, and it was hilarious, just great. And then Damien Sandow beats up Axel and hits the elbow to Stain, kind of solidifying Damien Sandow's back. It was a great segment. Like I said, to me, it was the highlight of the night. I'm really excited to see where they go with Damien Sandow from here. Hopefully they let The Miz go do whatever he wants and give Damien Sandow something real good. Who knows, maybe he could answer the open challenge and maybe upset John Cena. That'd be kind of cool to see. The last match for the King of the Ring tournament on Raw, these are the quarterfinals, was Neville versus Luke Harper. This match, again, was pretty good. Neville, again, he's doing great, and they're really pushing him. And he even got the win over Luke Harper, which I wasn't too surprised about with the way they have been letting, they've been giving Neville these wins, and they've been really just backing him right now. A lot would say that he's the, kind of the pick to win the King of the Ring. I don't know if he'll win. I definitely think he'll be in the finals. I think it'll be Barrett versus Neville, which I think could be a great match, as we've seen before. My pick for the King of the Ring is Bad News Barrett. I I think this may be kind of a consolation thing for him not being able to be in the Intercontinental title run like he was supposed to be. I mean, they took the title from him, gave him to Bryan, and then Bryan got injured. So I think this may be kind of a consolation thing for Barrett. And even Neville getting to the finals of the King of the Ring can help him immensely. He just came to the main roster. He's already doing all of this. So, I mean, there's my little prediction for the King of the Ring right there. Again, you guys can watch that tonight, and I'll probably do a review of that tomorrow. It's only an hour long, so we'll kind of see how it goes. And then the main event, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns versus Kane and Seth Rollins. I originally thought that Kane was just going to screw over Seth Rollins. I thought it was all a ploy. But they worked really well together during the match. It even looked like they were going to get the win until things started to go wrong. We saw Seth Rollins accidentally hit Kane. He did like a missile drop kick to the baseball slide to the outside, and he ended up hitting Kane when he was supposed to hit Randy Orton and Roman Reigns. They ditched and ended up hitting Kane. And actually, I think this happened twice. Something similar happened in the ring, and that's why they were on the outside. So Kane was just PO'd. He kind of, as Randy Orton and Roman Reigns are finishing off Seth Rollins, Kane just stood on the outside because he was pissed. He didn't try and save Rollins anything. He just kind of stood there. It was an interesting way to go because obviously they're building towards Kane leaving the Authority. I'm so highly anticipating Kane just flipping his wig on Seth Rollins that I just want it to happen every time I see Kane and Rollins together. Hopefully this build-up will be worth it. Hopefully there'll be a big payoff for Kane. We'll just have to wait and see how long WWE decides to drag it out. So that was Raw, a pretty good Raw. There wasn't too much downtime. Not too many really bad matches, things that you weren't really interested in. Overall, pretty good. So tomorrow, like I said, I'll have another video out for the King of the Ring recap, and another day in the week, maybe after my SmackDown recap, I'm going to do my first fantasy matchup video. So keep your eyes out for that. I'm not gonna tell you guys who it is. Kind of keeping that to myself to when the video comes out. Hope you guys enjoy it when it does come out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Tell me your predictions for King of the Ring. And like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, share with the world. And I will see you tomorrow for King of the Ring. Thanks for watching. Bye.